The prime suspect in the disappearance of Madeleine McCann has been pictured inside an abandoned box factory where he stored Christian Bruckner, 44, can be seen standing in the rubbish-strewn and graffitied warehouse in New Wakersloven sometime around 2009, the same site where police would later find USB sticks containing images of child abuse. The image shows the inside of a concrete building, stood on land that Bruckner had earlier bought at all. Painted white walls can be seen covered in cobwebs, filled in holes and snipped wires in the back. On the floor are what appear to be decorating tools, pots of paint, rolls of paper, loose wiring, and a ladder stands next to Bruckner, while behind it are what appears to be a spare window and a paint roller, alongside other pieces of rock. Danish TV journalists were shown the image by one of Bruckner's ex-girlfriends, now 62 and identified only as M, who lived with him in a motorhome near the factory for a time around. The image will feature in the new documentary, Prime Suspect, The Madeleine McCann Case, which will air on Discovery+. Bruckner's ex said she met him at an over-30s dating event in 2009 and agreed to go with him after he offered to let her live in the motorhome. He later showed her the inside of the factory where he asked her to take photos of him and said he wanted her to do the. He then started drinking more and more and he would come home at 2 and by this time I had had too much and she split up with him, she told the filmmaker. The documentary also features Bruckner's friends, his defense lawyer, the German prosecutor for the case and former Portuguese investigator Gonçalo Amaral. German police searched the factory site in 2016 while investigating Bruckner over the disappearance of another girl, Inga Jarek, known as the German. During the search, police uncovered a red and white RV, and inside officers found a stash of girls' swimming costumes, despite the fact that Bruckner does not have any children. Share this article. Share. Those who knew the convicted pedophile said he had previously bragged that he could hide drugs and children, and it is unclear when exactly he bought the vehicle, a 30-year-old Tiffin Allegro, but he was known to drive it between Germany and Portugal, where Maddie. Police have previously released images and a description of another van, a yellow and white VW camper, which he is thought to have owned around the time that Maddie disappeared, in 2000s. Also during the factory search, police found USB drives containing 8,000 images, mostly depicting child porn and other abuse, which the drives were wrapped in a plastic bag and were in a shallow grave that also contained the body of Bruckner's dog, which had died some time earlier. Bruckner, now 43, was convicted of possessing the child porn but not charged in relation to Inga. German prosecutors have also said they believe Bruckner kidnapped and killed Madeleine, though have not charged him with the. They are currently appealing for anyone who knows Bruckner and was around the resort of Praia da Luz on the night of May 3, when Maddie vanished, to contact them. Prosecutors also claim to be in possession of evidence that Madeleine is dead, but have yet to read. Bruckner is currently serving a 7.5-year sentence in a German prison for the 2005 rape of an American tourist in the Algarve. He has previously been convicted of molesting a 6-year-old girl in his native Germany, and has convictions for drugs. Bruckner's lawyer Friedrich Fulster says his client has denied any involvement in Madeleine's disappearance.